Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for you all. First of all, I want to tell you all about a dream that I had last night. If you find that this message resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below to, let us know how it resonates or what you took from the message. So, first of all, I want to tell you all about a dream that I had. So I had recently moved into a new apartment, and apparently I came up on some money, a large lump sum of money. Don't ask me where it came from because I have no idea. And everybody knew about it, even though I didn't tell them about it. They knew about it. And so I was looking outside and I was like, you know what? I think I want to move again. Even though I had just moved there, I was like, okay, I think I want to move again. So I went to my neighbor and I asked them, I was like, do you know if the leasing office for that place, because I was looking at a place outside the window and I was like, do you know if the leasing office for that place is there in the building or do I have to go somewhere else? So she looked at me, with this snare, like she didn't want to tell me anything. And so I kind of peeked around a little bit and I noticed that they was packing their things up. So apparently they was very angry because they was having to move out. I don't know. I mean, obviously something happened where they had to leave their place. So I said, okay, well, apparently she's not going to give me any information. So I was like, well, you know what? Never mind. I'll just walk over there and see if I can find the leasing office or whatever. So I end up in another part of my dream. I'm getting ready to take my children to go get them some snacks. And I had this woman that was with me. This is an old friend of mine in a 3D. Now, apparently, she was with me, but I knew that she had stolen some money from me. And something told me just ask her, have you been stealing money from me? So I said, have you been have you been stealing money from me? She was like, yeah, just like that. So I was like, okay, have you been doing it for a while now? She said, yeah. So I said, well, how much money do you have? So she looked through her purse and she had like 200 and some odd dollars. So I was like, is this some of the money that you stole? She said, yeah. Now, mind you, it was weird because she was speaking as if she was like a child, like she had reverted back into this childlike state, which I thought was really odd. So I told her, I said, well, you know what? We're getting ready to go to the store. So you know, when I pay for the stuff, I want you to give me $100 out of that. She was like, okay, very humble, and she was just going with it. So I said, okay. So we're walking out of the building, going down this corridor, and there's lots and lots of people that's walking towards us. And they were staring at me. So I'm like, why are they staring at me? So I get further down towards the end of the hallway, and there's this woman there. Now, this woman, I knew she did not like me. Like I just knew that she didn't like me. She was pouring out in tears, like tears was flowing from her face. Her eyes was bloodshot red. I don't know what she was going through, but apparently I asked her, I was like, are you okay? Even though I knew she didn't like me, I still felt sorry for her. So I was like, are you okay? And she said, she didn't say anything to me. She looked away and she looked towards two young men who was there in the hallway with her, and she said to them like, so you're not going to help me out at all? I need some help right now. I need some money. So they said to her, they was like, look, we're trying to support you emotionally. We don't have any money to give you. So she cursed them out. They kept going. I was still standing there, but she wouldn't look at me. She held her head down and she walked away. So that was the end of the dream. So it showed me there was three different scenarios where one, the neighbors are having to leave. Apparently, I'm assuming they might have been getting evicted because they was very bitter. Second scenario, the so-called friend of mine had been stealing money from me, but she had to humble herself down, so much so that it pushed her into somewhat of a childlike state. I don't know what that was all about. And then third scenario, this woman is going through it financially. She has all of these people because that was another part of the dream. The people that was walking towards me was actually her family members. The two that she ended up snapping on in the hallway were also her family members. But out of all of these droves of people that was there, not one of them would offer her any financial support for whatever her situation was. So it's like her ego was bruised in front of me, So her pride wouldn't let her say, yeah, this is what's going on. I do need some help. No, she couldn't do it because she knew that she had butchered me. She had, dragged my name through the mud, said all types of things about me, and that she never really liked me like that. So she really put herself in a compromising position, but she didn't want me to see that, even though it was very clear and apparent. So I feel that this is a message directly for you all, the chosen. The fact that I had came up on a large lump sum of money in my dream lets me know that there are great blessings that are getting ready to come for the chosen. Unexpected things may come into your life, maybe unexpected opportunities, unexpected gifts, blessings. People might just want to give you things because the Most High just puts it on their heart to do so. But you're going to find that once people get wind of how blessed you are, it's almost like once you start receiving your blessings, they start receiving their karma. And you're going to watch this happen. And people are either going to humble themselves and admit to their wrongdoing, or they're going to completely shun you, like the woman did in the apartment, or they're going to hang their head in shame, and they're going to respond to it more so from a place of anger, and that ego is being destroyed right there in front of your face. But you're going to see this happen for various people who worked up against you. Um, so I want to look into the energy. We're going to do a reading and see what's going on here because things are shifting drastically. Okay, we've been talking about this for a while now. And my dreams are also confirming the messages that I've been getting when I do these readings. So look at this. I have avoidant behavior. Then I have lack of trust, solar plexus. Somebody's ego is being bruised here. Okay. Um, and it could be that whoever this is that hurt you, they were untrustworthy. And they had that avoidant behavior where they didn't want to admit to their wrongdoing, right? They didn't want to admit to the real reason why you couldn't trust them. They didn't want to admit to the fact that they were in their ego because a solar plexus chakra that's off balance can lead to unhealthy pride and ego, where they might be, on their high horse. Their ego is inflated and the only thing they think about is themselves. It's all about control and having power and authority over you. And so someone is trying to avoid it, just like, the woman in the dream, she was trying to avoid me at all costs by not looking at me, but she knew that she had done things that proved her to be untrustworthy, but she didn't want to face that fact. So a large part of her didn't want to face the fact that her karma, it was her time. Mind you, though, all of these people were aware of the fact that I had came across a large lump sum of money. So even this woman she had to accept the fact that either she was going to admit to her wrongdoings and put her ego to the side and say, yes, I do need some help, or she was going to respond the way that she did, which was, I don't want to say nothing to you. Don't even look my way. No, instead, let me prove a point and go turn to my family. But all of those people, all of them rejected helping her. And so, yeah, it says rejects intimacy, heart chakra. Then I have disconnect from people or nature. Like a lot of these people, they are not grounded at all. And I think that with the rejection of intimacy, they may have rejected you. Yeah, see, I have not good enough for love. They may have rejected you in the past. You tried to show them love, um, but they were completely disconnected. Whatever their issue was with you, I don't know. Let me see. For some of you, it deals with a mother or father, because I just saw mother or father abuse. It could be emotional abuse, physical, sexual, who knows? But for some of you, it was emotional abuse, or it was your parents, is what I want to say. It might be your parents that you may have this situation with. Um, but let me see. What was their issue with you here to where, okay, lacks empathy? They had no empathy for you. It's like regardless of what you went through a lot of things, and a lot of these people, they just outright didn't care. It was like, okay, I see you over there hurting, I see you going through this, I see you're struggling with that. They would not lend not one dime. But it was not even about the money, though. If they did offer financial support at certain periods of your life, they lacked empathy when it came to situations that needed more than just a financial that needed more than just financial support. Like you may have needed emotional support at times where, at rather than them offering emotional support, they probably kicked you while you were down or made you feel bad about whatever little help they did offer. It was something about them. When you lack empathy, you don't even care to try and put yourself in the other person's shoes. And so I think this is one of the reasons why these people are having to hang their head in shame, and they're going through these ego deaths right there before your face, because they're starting to see that you are receiving what is divinely yours. You've earned these blessings that's coming your way. You've earned them, but they've also earned the karma that's coming towards them. And so they're having a hard time accepting the shift, the head becoming the tail. Okay. So now, yeah, people are now going through depression and anxiety. They're trying to control it by suppressing their emotions. Some of them are overstimulating themselves with addictions, okay, or trying to numb themselves out by overstimulating themselves by doing things that's unhealthy. But yeah, they're definitely going through depression or anxiety. The main chakras that they're having to deal with right now that's blocked is their really all of their lower chakras: sacral, root, solar plexus, and then the heart chakra. So a lot of them are angry, and they're trying to control the narrative of how this thing is going to play out, but they realize their hands are off of it. The Most High has already made a decision in terms of what their fate will look like, at least for a season or a few seasons of their life. And they're more ashamed of the fact that you are actually seeing it firsthand. Like they can't hide it from you. They want to, but they can't hide the truth. So yeah, look at all of these solar plexus. No loyalty, judging yourself or others critically, unaware of your purpose. Many of them, they judged you very harshly. Okay. They were so in their ego. I mean, I'm picking up all of this solar plexus. All I'm seeing is ego. They were so much in their ego, they judged you very critically. They said all types of things about you, and they was not loyal to you. Okay? Regardless of how loyal you might have been, regardless of how much you might have tried to offer emotional support or to be there for these people, they showed you did not receive that in return. There was zero reciprocity for the most part. Okay. And so these people, they said a lot of things about you. They judged you. They put you down, especially, let's just say this, you interacted with these people before you awaken. So there were certain things that you wasn't aware of when it came to yourself on a personal level. Um, and they judged you very harshly for that. Maybe you just had no real self-awareness. Maybe you lacked confidence and courage in certain areas of your life. Maybe you lack self-love in some areas of your life, but they tried to use that against you. Those traumas that you had yet to heal from at that time, they tried to use it against you. And they really thought that they had power and control over you. They judged you, especially if some of you were unaware of what your purpose was. If you was just kind of scattered in your energy, not knowing which direction to turn in, they was talking about you even when it came to that. Okay. Um, Let me see. So I have two cards that came out. So I have here, okay, overeating. Some of you might have ended up gaining a lot of weight. They probably judged you for that, made fun of you, was very critical of you because maybe if you lacked confidence in certain areas of your life, you probably overstimulated yourself and tried to overcompensate in ways that just wasn't the healthiest. But then I also have physical, sexual, or verbal abuse. And so uh, for some of you, yeah, lack of compassion or empathy. They didn't care. Some of you went through physical abuse, verbal abuse, or sexual abuse, or maybe all of the above. And this could have happened maybe in your adolescence or whatever point in your life. They was not there to support you. It was something about your own confidence, your own courage that was affected by whatever this is that you had gone through. And so they did not show any compassion. Their heart was blocked off towards you. And so, because of this, I think maybe at one point you really wanted these people to, you wanted to gain their approval. You wanted them to love you. You wanted them to see your heart and your genuine nature, but they refused to see it. and it did something for their ego at the time. And so now you've withdrawn. It seems like you don't really care to win their approval. And so because of that, people are having to watch you become like they saw you transform. They've seen that you are no longer the same person that you used to be. And so because of that, you're calling in, you're manifesting, you're getting what is divinely yours. And their ego is really messing them up. It really is. This says all past life trauma and pain inflicted upon myself or that I've inflicted upon others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So past life trauma, pain, these traumas that you used to go through, you've cleared these things out. And if you haven't done it, then you might want to do this declaration. I declare and decree all past life traumas and pain inflicted upon myself or that I've inflicted upon others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You burn that. But I feel like many of you have cleared that energy out. You went through some trauma. Some of you did go through that physical, sexual, or verbal abuse, and it affected your self-esteem. It affected how you loved yourself. It affected the type of people that you welcomed into your life. And so you ended up making unhealthy connections, trauma bonding connections with these people that are now watching you grow. They're watching you blossom. They're watching you receive your blessings. And they're also watching their life spiral out of control. And so I think the worst part for them is that you get to see this. The worst part for them is that they have no one else to turn to. They want to turn to you, but they know that they've done you so wrong that they don't deserve anything from you. And because you're a chosen seed, though, many of you still have empathy for these people. Just like in my dream, just me seeing the woman there with her eyes bloodshot red and tears flowing down, I still felt a level of compassion for her, knowing that she did not like me. And I still wanted to know if she was okay and if I could offer some form of support. Would I have paid up all her bills? Probably not. You see what I'm saying? But I still wanted to offer some level of support for her, compassion in that moment. And so it's like you're not vicious like a lot of these people were towards you. And so this is why they know that you deserve what you're getting right now. You deserve the blessings that's coming through, but they won't openly express that. Their pride won't allow them to do that, okay? So let me see. I'm going to pull from a different deck. Wow, okay. So what fell is the Queen of Pentacles, and then I have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse is bad memories. It's like whoever this was that was from your past, they were not very giving. There was a lot of negative energy and negative memories that was created with these people. Okay, this could be someone that you've known since childhood. For some of you, as family members. For others of you, it's just someone that you just knew from your past who you didn't have the best memories with. But this is you, though, as the Queen of Pentacles. This is you where you are in your power. And see, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Pentacles. You have some sort of gift has been offered to you. Just like I said in my dream, I ended up receiving some sort of lump sum of money. And so you see this pentacle is coming in from the Most High, though, being offered to you. And here you sit looking at this pentacle, cherishing these blessings that have come your way because something is very fertile. There's a lot of growth and fertility all around you. There's a lot of abundance and you're grounded. You're connected to nature, but you had to overcome a lot. You see all these mountains behind her. You had to overcome a lot to get to this place right here. And so you've been crowned. And I feel like, now you're it's like you are pampering yourself. You're buying all of those things that you might have wanted to be able to get before. Because I was in the process of looking for another place, even though I just moved into a place, it was like, well, shoot, I can definitely upgrade because money and things was flowing to that place where I could do that. Because of whatever this gift was that I received in my dream. And so it's like y'all are getting ready to receive something and you're going to be able to upgrade in your life in a lot of different areas. You're going to be able to invest in things that you wanted to invest in before. But there's people around you. See, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's people around you that's going to be taking losses, even though they're taking losses and you're rejecting their offer. Okay, because they wouldn't be humble enough to apologize. The Page of Cups in the upright is someone coming in with an apology, and a lot of times they humble themselves. Okay, and they're able to come in and set their ego aside to make that apology. But what they're coming out in the reverse, let's just say this person did come in and, offer some sort of apology. Some part of you knew that it was not genuine. And you knew that they was only doing that because they themselves are dealing with some sort of financial turmoil. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's money hungry, he's greedy, but he can also be in a very difficult position financially. The Emperor is also here in the reverse. So somebody was very controlling, narcissistic. This could be a past lover for some of you with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in the reverse here. Somebody is probably angry because they're missing out on some blessings that's getting ready to come to you. So in some ways, this person might feel entitled. They might feel like you owe them something, and they might feel like you should be open to accepting their false or their, half-ass apology. But I feel like many of you, you recognize that no, you're not going for that. Now, whoever this is, these people, they're very stressed out because now they're having sleepless nights. And I think they're watching you maybe on social media, or they're seeing you shining, they see you thriving, they see you looking better than ever. You're doing really well for yourself. And so they're, yeah, see the sun. You're in a very high vibrational energy, but this is their energy. Okay, they don't even want to see the light of day. For some of them, they're keeping their blinds closed. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to let any sunlight in because they're hanging their head in shame. Okay, they don't even want to see your happiness. They don't want to see you shining like this and thriving like this and seeing that you've healed your inner child. You're no longer suffering like you used to. They don't want to see the reality of it. Yeah, because for a lot of you, this is family. This is family who rejected you. They made you feel like you was not good enough. Okay, they you were the black sheep. Yeah, look at that, 3 of Cups in a reverse. They never included you in anything. They always made it seem as if they was better than you. And they celebrated when you was here grieving, going through things. They was out celebrating. They didn't care. They didn't show you any empathy whatsoever. And this is those 3 cups. You used to focus on that. You used to feel like, why can't I be a part of this 3 of Cups? That was you back then. Looking at those cups, feeling like, nobody cared. How come no one was there to, offer you a cup or to, you know, um, express that empathy towards you? They didn't do it. And so now you're no longer in that grieving state. Look at that. You're not in that grieving state anymore. If you were stressed out before, you ain't stressed out now. This is them now, losing sleep at night. You're not in that energy anymore. You're not stressed out as to whether or not, it's like you're not even thinking about them coming in offering an apology. You don't care if they want to, whether or not you have a relationship with these people. You don't care about connecting with them in any way, shape, or form because you realized in the past that everything that they brought to you was disingenuous. Every card that has cups in it came out in the reverse. 10 of Cups was in the reverse. 5 of Cups was in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. All of these cups, all of these spilled cups. It's like you ain't crying over spilled milk anymore, though. Okay. I feel like all the tears that you could have shed over these people that you wanted to have a relationship in your life, you're not shedding tears over them anymore. Emotionally, you're far more balanced now. So you're far more balanced now than you used to be. And so whereas this used to be your energy, feeling like, none of these people wanted you around, now you're releasing it. You're not in your head about this anymore. And so they're watching you do very well for yourselves. And if you haven't gotten there yet, you will be there. And many of them are just going to have to humble themselves down. Some of them are going to have to admit to the fact that they took from you, and because if they didn't take from you financially, they could have just taken from you in terms of like, you know, taking your love for granted. And rather than reciprocating it, they purposely rejected your love, or they purposely took advantage of the kind heart that you had. So let's just say you was a kind-hearted person. You know, if somebody needed you to talk to, you was always there. If somebody needed you to do, you know, even if you couldn't do a whole lot, you was always trying to do whatever you could. And there was no real balance in a relationship. When you would go through things, they would be laughing at you, they would be talking about you, they would be judging you. It was a very unbalanced relationship with these people. But now, I feel like you see things from a higher perspective here and you're planning. It feels like you've made a decision to look into a different direction here. Some of you, you may be even considering relocating to another state or something like that. But the tower is here in the reverse. Let me see, what's the tower in the reverse? Someone is trying to avoid this tower from happening. Somebody might be planning to come towards you because they're trying to avoid their own karma from happening in their life. With the tower in the reverse, that's like inevitable. You can't stop that from happening. You can try to prolong it, but you can't stop it. Yeah, the tower in the reverse is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Somebody knows that they're being cut off, okay? You gained some sort of clarity about these people. 10 of Pentacles is just, it's like the same energy as the 10 of Cups. You are no longer investing in these connections anymore. A lot of this, for many of you, this deals with family dynamics, whether it's family like your blood related family or like a family that you might have created with someone else on a romantic level. But something here is over. You've gained the truth and you're cutting these people out. So they're trying to avoid this breakdown because they know that the moment that you make up your mind to turn away from them and to move into a different direction is the moment that they lose all of that, whatever inheritance they thought that they was going to be able to get from being connected to you. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. See, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. They have bad karma. It's like really negative karma is coming in for them. Some sort of negative cycle is getting ready to repeat itself for them. Like they're not going to be able to get off of this hamster wheel. Why? Because they was very deceptive. A lot of these people, like I said, they stole from you. They was deceptive. They was manipulating. They just was all out just ratchet. Okay. And you might have invested a lot of time and energy into this people and you never reaped any type of harvest from it. You know, you never reaped anything from it. See, they stabbed you in your back a lot of times. Okay. They hurt you. But you're healed from it. You've gotten up. You're not laying down no more. You're not flat on your face anymore. You're not even trying to invest in anything when it comes to these people anymore. Because see, justice is here. Justice is now being served into in your favor. That's the karmic scales are balancing out for you because of what they did. They get their karma. Because you operated from integrity, you get your karma. So karma comes good or bad. And it looks like theirs is not going to be good at all. Um, their deception, they're going to be caught if they're trying to, because the justice can also deal with the judicial system. If they're trying to steal from you, if they're trying to take from you, the sword, the Ace of Swords is here. We already got that card. The Ace of Swords is here. So clarity and truth will be expressed. Justice will be served. They can't take anything from you, but that's their desire. They want to steal from you some kind of way, but they can't do it. So they're going to be caught. They're going to be caught here because whoever this person is that's judging the situation, they have the sword of truth. And so the scales is going to balance out in your favor. You're going to get exactly what is rightfully yours, okay? And the person who's trying to steal from you, who doesn't have any right to anything that you have, they're going to take losses. They're going to be caught. So you have the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be victorious and successful. Meanwhile, this person over here, they're not going to get their wish fulfillment. They're not, whatever, if their wishes was for you to take losses and for you to no longer be celebrated or supported by others, if they're trying to come in slandering your name or trying to, throw you off balance, it's not going to work. A lot of them are rushing in because now they're trying to find some sort of way to, yeah, they're trying to come towards you because they're mad. They're mad that you are independent. You don't need them. You don't need them. You're balanced. You're grounded. You have that divine connection to the Most High. And so you have a lot of abundance around you. You worked for this, though. You did this. Nobody else did this for you. You put in the heavy labor. You planted these seeds. But this person, they want to come rushing in because they feel like you owe them something. They feel like they should be able to receive a portion of your harvest because now they're going through karma. But they're getting ready to find out the Most High Mother and Father don't work that way. You can't just come in and say, give me what I want or else. because they got this sword here. I guess they acting like they gonna tell somebody something. I'm gonna, or else I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna slander your name. I'm going to put this out there, and you just looking at them like, Negro, I am not budging. It's like you're in this energy of, look, I'm focused on building my pentacles. I'm focused on continuing to build myself up and to become the best version of myself. I'm not thinking about you. But this person, they're going to try to come in, they're going to try to intimidate you, but you're not intimidated by them at all because you're divinely protected. See, you're standing in your strength. You got strength here. You know who you are, and if necessary, you know how to unleash your spiritual team. You got a whole lot of lions and lioness in the spiritual realm that'll be ready to bite this person's head off the moment that they get too froggy. Okay? The moment that they get too froggy and think that they're gonna come rushing in to try to create problems for you, you got your spiritual team backing you up. So it's like they're just going to have to get over themselves, okay? Yeah, because you have new love coming into your life too. That's another thing that a lot of these people are very disappointed about. And I'm picking up even the ex lovers are disappointed, but also the family members. They're disappointed that now you have true love that's going to come into your life, a divine union. This is divinely guided from the Most High. So this is like your divine masculine or your divine feminine is coming in, someone who genuinely loves you. They genuinely care about you. And so that's another thing. These people felt like you didn't deserve love for whatever reason. I don't know why did they feel like you didn't deserve love? I feel like it's mainly because you're a chosen seed and they know what comes with true love. True love brings, abundance, happiness, peace. You look good, you feel good. They know what comes with true love. So they wanted you, even if you have financial wealth, they were still hoping that you were still over there miserable and lonely. That's their hopes, but it's not going to happen. So I have the Four of Cups in the reverse. This is why they have an issue with you, because the Four of Cups in the reverse is you're not sitting over there moping, pouting, sad, focused on those three cups. Remember that Three of Cups represented those people who left you out and made you feel like you wasn't a part of their little so-called circle, their little ratchet circle, okay? In the past, this used to be you sitting there with your arms folded, feeling like, why can't I be a part of this? Looking at that three cups, like, why can't I be a part of this social circle? Why am I not included? Why am I the black sheep? But they're mad at you because now you ain't sitting like that no more. When the Four of Cups come out in the reverse, you take hold of that cup that the Most High gives you, and that's the same energy as the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning, self love, emotional fulfillment, okay, an overflow of beautiful emotions. You decided, I'm going to take the new cup. I'm not going to focus on these people anymore because they just ratchet. They don't like each other. They all have addictions. Okay, they don't do anything but gossip, talk about others, start issues with others. They're full of drama. They're fake. You're not sitting up. It's like, you have no desire to be amongst that circle anymore. For some of you, it's friends, false friends. But you realize that you've changed so much. And look at this. They're so mad. They are just so mad. They're fighting up against each other now because it's like they can't, you're not involved in this energy. The high priestess, she knows who she is. So and I feel like for a lot of you, you've come out. The high priestess in the reverse is like you're speaking your truth too. Maybe in the past you used to be very silent. You used to keep things to yourself. You used to suppress things, but now you've come out and you've spoken your truth. So a lot of people, they're fighting up against each other because you're putting them out there. Maybe they used to try and play one person against the other person to try to make you look bad, saying things about you or whatnot. But now that you've come out and spoken the truth, hey, the trick's out of the bag now. It's out of the bag. Yeah, because see, you probably was a hermit, very introverted, spent a lot of time alone, but you had to do this. You had to go through this. You had to go through this phase of spending time alone, and just kind of going into your shell because there was a transformation that you had to go through. And during that time, you was receiving a lot of clarity about these people, the Most High, because you see these wands are coming from the sky. The Most High was giving you all types of information and clarity about these people, Four of Wands in the reverse. The Most High was showing you these people are not about the right. This is not your real soul family. This is not your real partnership. This is not a stable relationship. This is not true friendships. You was being shown this about these people in this situation. And so, because you've gained the clarity and you decided to move on and to just focus on yourself, people are now stuck. The devil is in the reverse. They can't use that old demonic uh, toxic energy to keep you chained and bound to them anymore. You're not even, you are not impressed by that type of energy at all. You're not drawn to it. You're not attracted to it. You don't want no parts of that devil energy. So now they're stuck. Now they're stuck, chained and bound to this energy. You're focused. There's things that you're doing that makes you happy. Meanwhile, other people, they're dealing with addictions. They're unhappy with life. They are just miserable. But you're focused. You're building. Okay? You got creative ideas that you're working on. You're optimistic about your future. You're looking ahead and you're anticipating that only good things are coming towards you. Okay? And so um, you're anticipating a future that's going to be bright, okay, that's full of beautiful new beginnings. You're not confused anymore, okay. The smoke screen is gone, the clouds have lifted, you know who you are. And so yes, people are disappointed naturally. You can anticipate that, you can expect that. You can expect to see a lot of people take losses. You can expect to see people try to make, really low blow types of moves to try to see if they can get a hold of your inheritance, but they're going to be called out. Like, it's going to be so evident. It's going to get called out. Their deception is going to be put on Front Street, and they're going to be embarrassed. They're going to be very embarrassed that they couldn't come in and take what is not even theirs. Like, they didn't work for none of it, but they want to try to make it seem as if they have some sort of rights to your inheritance. Not at all. They need to go sit down somewhere. Go no, don't They don't need to sit down somewhere. What they need to do is get up and go do something for themselves. Earn their own inheritance, because they definitely have no rights to any part of yours. Okay. Um, so let me see. I'm just going to pull a card from this deck. See, I told you, laborer. They need to go and earn their own inheritance. Go put in their own work. Put in their work to get whatever they feel they deserve. Put in the labor, because you did that already. You worked hard towards something. And so you're being rewarded for the hard work that you put in. And they're mad about that because they know that you have earned this. They know, they saw you from a distance. They was watching you because they was hoping that you would fail. Many of them was talking about you. They was sending, they was trying to create blockages for you and your finances. They was hoping that you would not be able to progress and that all of the hard work that you put in will be in vain. That's what they was hoping for. But since that didn't work, and they see that now you're reaping the benefits of what you worked hard for, now they think you owe them something. It says reconsider a decision. Look at this. Bottom of the deck says unreliable. They want you to reconsider. You said no, but they want you to reconsider that decision. But the fact of the matter is, no, you're not going to reconsider it, because you see how this person has their fingers crossed behind their back. These people are untrustworthy. Okay? It says there's some confusion regarding money. People are not following through on their promises. Expected money may not materialize. So they might make promises. Oh, I'll pay you back. Oh, I'll do this and that. No, they're lying. So you don't want to believe these people. So no, you're not going to reconsider no decision. Your answer is no, and that's just what it is. You're a student here. You've learned enough. You've learned a whole lot of lessons, okay? And so I feel like you have learned not to just give your abundance to others. You have learned not to just give your harvest to others. See, this says growth. You've grown enough to understand the difference. Your discernment is very sharp, very sharp, okay? So yeah, spirituality. Many of you already know what it is. You already know what it is. If you read cards, then you probably already picked up on these people's energy and their intentions. And so it's very clear you're not even going to waste your time. So that's really the message, just to be aware. Beautiful things are coming in. People are going to be watching you. They're going to be very jealous of what's coming in for you. And some of them will humble down and tell the truth, and they may be able to get a small hand from you. Others of them are just going to look at you and they're going to be completely just angry. They ain't gonna want to say nothing at all. And then others, their ego, they're going to go through an ego death right before your eyes, and it's going to mess up their psyche to stand there and to have to beg others right there in front of your face, and everybody else is going to be turning them down. All the same people that they laughed at you with, that they talked about you with, that they put you down with, those are the same people that's telling them, nope, I ain't got it. I ain't got it over here. You got it over there. And I'm talking about, it's a bunch of people that's going to tell them no. Because the way, when I was walking through the hallway, and all of those people that was walking towards me was that woman's family members. And every last one of none of them could help her. And that's a damn shame. Because if you're talking about you got all of this family, large, huge family, everybody can't pull together and put $20 together on your behalf. The same people that you sat back, laughed about others with, manipulated others with, all of these. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but it does make sense because that's that person's karma. And because they'll come to realize that the relationships that they had with these people was very disingenuous, and it was all about just drama and toxic things. If they can, they just got a kick out of this person bringing drama in their life, and they was okay with this person bringing drama in your life. So everybody that was a part of the mix is now getting their karma, and a large part of their karma is watching you level up and to receive everything that is rightfully yours. So that's my message for you all. Keep thriving and shining. Anticipate beautiful things coming in. Don't reconsider no decisions for these people. Let them go through the necessary karma. Even if you feel compassion in your heart, feel that compassion and keep it moving. Let them go through their karma, because they're not going to learn if you try to, you know, cushion the blow. Some of them might truly be humble though, to where they'll come in and be completely honest with you and straightforward, just like one of the people did in my dream. And I actually allowed her to have half of the money, even though she wasn't gonna get nothing else from me. But that's the type of situations that you might find yourself in. So if you've already gone through this, remember we're all on different timelines. This could be future energy, present energy, past energy. Either way, leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Email me if you want a personal reading, tarot lessons, my hair or body oils, or if you want to order any of my decks of cards. So that's my message for you all. I love you, and I'll talk to you all next time.